Welcome to Food Dialogues, dialogues with food and about food. The season has changed. The great Indian summer has begun. Temperatures are soaring and our appetites are diminishing. Our tongue and taste buds are yearning for something refreshing, light and flavourful. Today, Food Dialogues is going to demonstrate to you a flavourful watermelon lemon rasam, an excellent appetizer with the tanginess of the lemon and the sweetness of the summer fruit watermelon. Let's take a look at the ingredients. Now for this rasam, we would require about 1 litre of plain water, half a cup of well-matched pigeon pea or the Toor dal, 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. I have extracted this from about 1.5 big lemons, or probably you can use 2 small lemons, half a cup of cubed watermelon, 1 teaspoon of sambar powder. Are you wondering why sambar powder in a rasam? This is a powder which I use both for the preparation of sambar as well as rasam. My Vendya Colombo also uses the same powder, and you can get the recipe of this sambar powder from my blog fooddialogues.com. A pinch of turmeric, quarter teaspoon of Asafoetida. Now when I say quarter teaspoon of Asafoetida, a pinch will go into the water and the rest will be used for tempering. This has to be followed meticulously because the addition of Asafoetida is very important to bring out the flavor of any kind of a rasam. Now for the tempering, we would be using only ghee. This is another important point that we have to note. The tempering of any rasam has to be done only with ghee for a good flavor. Now here I have about a teaspoon of jeera, a teaspoon of mustard seeds and 1 red chilli, curry leaves, coriander and slit green chilies, which would also go into the rasam. Now let's take a look at the method of preparation. Now let's prepare the rasam. So I'm going to add about 1 cup of water. I told you we would be requiring 1 litre of water, but we're not going to add the entire thing now inside. About a quarter teaspoon of turmeric, a pinch of Asafoetida, the sambar powder, the green chilli, and we're going to allow this to come to a boil. Now the rasam is boiling well. I'm going to add in the rest of the water, about a litre, the cooked dal and the required salt. Now we'll have to wait for this to boil in such a way that it becomes frothy at the end and slowly starts foaming up. That is the end point where we will have to do the tempering. So now you can see the froth at the edge of the vessel. We'll wait for some more time so that the entire top layer starts foaming up. Here you have a light rasam. We are going to add more flavors to this by way of the lemon juice, the watermelon cubes and the tempering. The rasam has started to boil and you can see good froth on top. Now we are going to remove this and we are going to start with the tempering. So this you would wonder, why am I using an ancient looking ladle? This is an iron ladle and it's nearly 80 years old. And we generally have a belief that when we temper using an iron ladle, a little bit of the iron also gets into the food. So now I'm adding the mustard, the jeera and the red chilli. In goes the Asafoetida. Curry leaves require a little bit of fat as a carrier for the vitamin A. So it's always best that you temper. When you temper, you add the curry leaf at the last. And the moment you pour the tempering into the rasam, you must ensure that the vessel is closed so that the smokiness of the tempering gets into the rasam and the rasam will become more flavorful. Now we are going to add the watermelon cubes and the lemon juice. You would have noticed I have not switched on the stove. All this happens when the flame is off. The lemon juice and finally the coriander for garnish, and a quick stir and close the vessel again. So your watermelon lemon rasam, sweet, tangy, flavorful, a very light food is ready and best served with rice and a dollop of ghee and roasted appalam. You can also serve it as an appetizer. You can have it in place of a soup. So enjoy the day.